Hello everybody, Andrew here, and today I'm going to review The Martian. And forewarning, this is a spoiler review, so if you haven't seen The Martian, go check it out. So The Martian was the latest Ridley Scott movie from last year, and it's been nominated for, I believe, 7 Academy Awards. I got a list over here, so if I keep looking over here, this is what I'm doing. And the movie is basically Mark Watney, who's played by Matt Damon, gets stranded on Mars, and it's about the rescue mission of trying to bring him home and keep him alive while Earth tries to set up a rescue mission, basically. This movie, I've heard it compared to Apollo 13 and Castaway, and personally, I agree with that, and I can agree that it is a little bit better than both of those movies. First off, your conflict and everything about this movie is, okay, when somebody's stranded somewhere, especially another planet, there's all the conflict in the world. Doesn't have enough food. It's a 9-month trip, on average a 9-month trip to get to that planet. There's already a crew coming home. There's all these other factors and everything. The harsh climate of Mars and everything is taking a toll not only on him, but on the camp and everything that he has set up and everything. And Matt Damon's character goes through some struggles. I'm not going to go through everybody that's in this movie, because I'd be here till next Tuesday, and I think if you want to look it up, go look it up, but just a short rundown. It's got Jessica Chastain in it, Jeff Daniels, Chiwetel Ejiofor, he's actually really good in the movie, Kate Mara, Michael Pena, and the list goes on and on and on. There's just a few names there. So the movie itself is extremely well put together. Ridley Scott, this is the best Ridley Scott's been in years. And I do like Ridley Scott. I haven't seen all of his movies. I mean, this guy to give us Alien and everything, so it's like, okay, this dude, we know this dude can do stuff. Personally, I like the Robin Hood movie that he made with Russell Crowe. I like Gladiator, stuff like that. The dude knows how to film large-scale things, and the way Mars looks in this movie is fantastic. The movie's been nominated now for Best Picture, Best Leading Actor in Matt Damon, which I'm iffy on that one. I'll get to that in a minute. Best Written Adapted Screenplay, Achievement in Sound Mixing, Sound Editing, Visual Effects, and Production Design. Now I agree with just about all of those, except for, it should definitely win for, I think, Adapted Screenplay. It's a very well put together story that is taken from the source material of a book. The only thing I have the issue with, I'm okay with it being nominated for Best Picture. Personally, I think Creed should have been nominated for Best Picture, or maybe even Straight Outta Compton, but that's just my personal opinion. But overall, I think Matt Damon's performance, while it was one of the better ones this year, and it's definitely in the running, I don't think it's in the top 5. I think it's probably like 6 or 7. It's definitely in the top 10, but it's not in the top 5. I personally think Leonardo DiCaprio should win this year for The Revenant. I'll be doing that review very soon. I think this movie should win quite a few Oscars, and it looks great. The cinematography of this movie is fantastic. The way Ridley Scott makes Mars look in the movie is breathtaking. It makes you feel like you're there. When Matt Damon's character, Mark Watney, is cold, you feel cold. When he feels alone, you feel alone. In the science and everything in the movie like this, it's not like an Interstellar, which is all like theory-based and everything. And this isn't an Interstellar Part 2, because it has Jessica Chastain in it and Matt Damon. Spoiler alert if you haven't seen that movie. But this isn't an Interstellar Part 2, it's definitely its own thing. And I think the movie is one of the best space movies I've seen. Definitely as far as space movies go that aren't like comic book movies or something like that, or Star Wars. I would definitely put this, Apollo 13, and Interstellar, they're in their own category and everything. Personally, this is one of my favorite films. I was entertained from beginning to end. It was hilarious at points. You feel sad at points because this man is all alone. You feel frustrated at times because of decisions that people have to make. But there's no, like, bad guy. Like, they could have easily have made, for example, this is a spoiler review, so I can say this. They could have easily made, Jeff Daniels' character the quote-unquote bad guy, because he's like the head of NASA and he has to make some hard decisions and everything about, well, should we tell the crew that, that's coming back from Mars? Should we tell them that he's still alive? What's the plan? And he has to make some tough decisions. There's a moment in the movie where he's been rationing and everything, and Matt Damon does a pretty good job of conveying that this man has to ration his food. He has to grow his own potatoes and things like that. And when the potatoes die and everything, because part of his station like blows up because the airlock got messed up or whatever, you feel for him. You're like, no, what's he gonna eat? And he figures out a way, in his words and everything. He's got to science the hell out of it. Overall, this movie was fantastic. Minor gripes with it. There's a lot of characters in it, which are all used very efficiently. I will say that. That is one of the good things about this screenplay. For a 2-hour and I think 20-minute runtime or something, it does feel a bit long at times. There's a point near the end where you're just kind of like, okay, can we get to the moment, where he leaves Mars and everything. There is that kind of point where he's like, he has to drive this rover like 3,200 kilometers or something. He's got to drive it this insane amount of distance because there's a probe waiting for him and everything, or a ship waiting for him. And what he has to do to this ship is basically tear it down to basically it's a seat and a rocket. So he's basically like strapped into this thing with nothing but a chair and a rocket beneath the chair. So it's kind of funny when I thought about it, like they're gonna put this man into space with nothing but a chair, basically. I don't know if they did any weightless stuff, or was it all, I don't know if it was all wire work. I don't know how they did it. It all looks good and everything. The science makes sense. It's some of it's BS science, but it makes sense in the movie. Overall, the minor gripes I have about the movie don't change anything about what I thought of this. This is a 10 out of 10 for me. This is one of the most fun, interesting... It's a drama, yet there's some bits of comedy in there. You feel for the characters, you understand the characters, and what they could flesh out about the characters, you understand them. So I think overall the movie was fantastic. It's an A+, 10 out of 10 for me. I loved it. So guys, thank you for watching this video for The Martian. I am going to do another video, quick little video like this for Creed and The Revenant, 2 movies I just got to see over this past weekend, and I will do those as soon as possible, and those will go up right after this, so stay tuned for that. Again guys, thank you for watching my videos, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye.